Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. Welcome to my channel. So I already got my notes out, but here is my whiteboard. So this is project number 5 for the Pacific Northwest Demonstrator event in Bremerton, Washington. That's on July 15th, 2023. This video will air about 5:30 p.m. that night. For those who maybe didn't finish their projects, that's why I've done all these videos, and to show everybody what I've done. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Would you like to see it? Yes, I'm sure you would. That's why you have tuned in. So we are using the Regal Reindeer stamp set. We are not using the dies. This was designed as a color your own Christmas card project that could be given as a gift, and I'll explain more of that as we go along, but this is what I designed with that. Very simple stamping. You elevate it a little bit by using the largest of the color and contour dies, and you can elevate it into an easel card, which I'm going to show. The inside is really pretty with the reindeer with his head down, and the stamp set, which if you wanted to write more, you could omit this, but there's plenty of room to write to whoever you want and then sign your name, your family. So, and this is the envelope. I don't like the blue that I added there, so I won't be doing that. Like I said, that was my sample. So let's go over what you're going to need. And I did give 2 options for this in case those attending did not have the color and contour dies. So, first of all, you're going to need a real red card base, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. Now, this is where you get those layers. So, choice number 1 is in shaded spruce. You can do the large color and contour scallop die. You will need to cut 2 of those. Choice number 2, I have that sitting here as I've cut both, is just a piece of 4 by 5 1/4 shaded spruce, and of course you're going to need 2 of those along, you know, if you're, okay, so here's for 1. This is choice number 2. This is choice number 1. Now for choice number 1, if you're choosing to use the scallop contour dies, you will need to cut in very vanilla 2 that are 3 3/8 by 4 5/8. If you are choosing number 2, which is the 4 by 5 1/4, then you cut it at 3 3/4 by 5. So do you see the layers? Okay, so one's for the inside, one's for the outside, and then of course your very vanilla envelopes. So let me move this aside. I had everybody using the Stamparatus. I think it's easier. So what ink are we using? We're just using Black Memento. You could use a StazOn, but I already have the reindeer mounted here and a little sheet to cover it up. And we're just going to get started. We're going to place our stamp set there. I know we no longer sell this, but I was out of blocks. And I'm borrowing blocks as it is, and it's still a very useful tool. So we are first going to be stamping our 3, where did that measurement go to? Wrong notebook. This is the 3 3/8 by 4 5/16. This is for the one with the scallop dies, and I gotta slide that huge magnet off. Now most people go here in the center. I just find when I'm trying to stamp that I end up stamping on this and I don't like to, so I choose to either do it in the center, or this time I'm lining it straight up there. I'm gonna place my magnet here. I really don't want that sticking out, so let's do it that way. So it's nicely in place, and now we're going to ink it up. I'm going to slide it over a little bit more. Little twist, tap, tap, twist, twist, tap, tap, twist, twist. Inking up beautiful, beautiful images. I'm going to slide that back over. Ooh, looks like Maybe I need to scooch it over. I'm going to have to readjust these. I think I did that for the 3 and 3 3/4 because that's what I just stamped. Oh my goodness, it just happens, you know? Things like that happen. They could be closer to get the... I don't want the reindeer's butt hanging off of the edge. There we go. So, and it looks like my Merry Christmas, we might have to readjust everything because I don't know if Merry Christmas is going to make it on there. But it sure did the last time. Oh, look at that. It did it. But I missed some of my reindeer, which I didn't put my magnet in place, guys. We're going to do this again in a minute, but we're going to see. Oh, let's just go over a space. I'm just using my dry erase marker to help push on that. Oh, look at that. I don't even need to do it again. That's perfect. I'm happy with it. I'm going to have to work on the placement for the next one. That's from the dry erase marker. All right. So, oh. Now, if you were doing the 3 3/4 by 5, this is what that was set up for. So I'm going to have to make some adjustments on where to put it. Let's see. See? Yeah. We're going to have to make a little bit of adjustment. Scoot this down. I want to do one of each because one I'm going to show you how to do the easiest easel card in the world for this. I'm going to have a sample of that. That's perfect. Now you are still going to do a little bit of stamping on here. There's room for embellishments, but like I said, this was designed to do a gift set, an idea for demonstrators to give their customers on a Christmas set, which I thought this was really creative. As if you know someone who likes to color, this is the perfect gift for them. Or someone with a family with kids who like to color. This is perfect because they can color their own Christmas cards they get to send out. I just thought it was a really nice idea and I decided to share it. So we have the 2 different sizes. This is the 3 3/4 by 5. This is the 3 3/8 by 4 5/16. We're going to glue one each onto their counterpart here. If I can find my little bottle of glue. I'm going to get it started for a second. I'm looking for a scratch piece of paper and I literally don't have one. So I'm just going to tear one. There. Just to get it started to see if there's any goobers in there. So this one, the smaller of the 2, of course goes on here. I'm going to tell you how I colored mine, but I'm not going to do any coloring as that was not the point of this project. Come on. I know you want to be there. Okay, there's one. There's 2. I did color a couple of them, just the fronts, on some sample paper as I call it, because I wasn't sure how it was going to come out, but I wanted to give everybody an idea. All right, so I had something on me. Let's see that little sand eraser, which is so handy. All right, so now we're going to put them, well, we're going to continue stamping. Let's just do that. This is for that one, and this is for that one. Now, you could do, I didn't pull out the reindeer. You can do the reindeer, or you can not do the reindeer. You could do the little girl, so we'll do one of each, but our sentiment is going to be the same. So on the larger one, we're going to do the reindeer. On this one, we're going to do the little girl, just to give it a little variation. So here's my reindeer there. Here's my little girl or little boy. It could be either or. So I want to stamp. Don't know why it's sitting up there like that, but let's ink up the reindeer. And do I have some scratch paper? I have this. This will work. I moved my room around now that I have my aunt's desk on, and I'm not sure if I got everything where it's workable, guys. So this is going to be a work in progress. I am not going to do the whole deer this time. I am just going to do about half of him. About 3/4 actually. So I want to make sure I get a good pressing there. Oh, really, really nice. Oh, let's see. Bring back that memento way over there. Now this is going to go right like so. And this is going to do the same on the other one for the other inside. I'm just giving some options there. So that's inside for that one. Now this one I'm going to start again with the little girl or boy. It's up to you. They're all covered up. So I'm going to place this one right there. Oh, so darling. So darling. And then we're going to come in and accent a few pieces with this little ground image that comes in the stamp set. We're going to come over here and just ground our little girl. Just a little bit. Then we're going to come in over here and we're going to ground the reindeer, which is really hard to see right now with the light, circle light in my way that's not even turned on because it can't reach the new computer. I want to add a little bit more. That didn't even add it. I can't see where I'm stumping. So on these, we're going to do the same. I'm going to add a little bit here. And on that side of the tree, right between the reindeer's legs, a little bit there, there, there. We're just adding some ground coverage. And we can't forget this one, so we're going to start. This one doesn't need any over there. Right there. Should have done that one off. And then maybe some there. Just a hint of it. Okay. Just a little bit of ground coverage. And of course you can stamp your envelope, which we don't need to. But let's glue our pieces. Large one on the 3 3/4 by 5 goes on to the 4 by 5 1/4. The 3 3/8 by 4 5/16 goes on to the scallop contour die, like its partner did. Scooch it over some. I think I needed to cut mine down. I'm going to have to check my measurements. Okay, so that one's down. This one's down. And of course, when you go to give this as a gift set, you want to include a bottle of Tombow if they are not crafters, if you're giving this to a family. Or you could just add, if you're doing this for children, I'm going to have to do 2 sets, I guess, to demonstrate how to do this. But the first one is not going to have any, it's not going to be the easel card. I'm going to show you with the second one. So this one is going on just like so. X marks the spot straight down. And then the inside piece, I do need to figure out, I forgot about that. We're going to have to, on the larger one, we're going to have to make something to make it stop. I didn't think about that until right this minute. I'm like, ooh, I already stamped everything and glued it down. So this is choice number 1. Choice number 2, if you want to make it into an easel card, you take your card base and you fold it towards the center. Not all the way, just it kind of goes, it kind of like stops right there. Take a bone folder and just go like so. Now that is going to give you an easel base that all you have to do is glue this, and it is so pretty. So I'm trying to think of what I'm going to put already on the other one. The trick to this is do not add your adhesive to this unless you mark it somehow. I always find it better if you look at it like that. I know there's like an 1/8 of an inch on each side, so I'm going to come in roughly 1/4 of an inch like so. Just add my glue or tear tape, it's up to you, but it doesn't need that. I'm going to fold it down. Then I'm going to start at the top, and that looks really good to me. Can do a lot of things, but I'm going to turn it over right now and just rub that glue out. And now I have a beautiful easel card that will pop up and a beautiful inside. I just need a little something like right about here to stop my card. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this on the inside. And I'm still thinking in my head, what is easy enough to put in there? I should have done an X. I'm still thinking, everybody. It's just one of those things. What on earth am I going? If I had a poinsettia, that would be really pretty right here. But I don't have any poinsettias with me. I don't even have my Christmas stuff. It's all somewhere in a box, not anywhere near me. What can I come up with? Well, we're going to need something like this. I don't have Peace on Earth would have been really pretty, but I don't have that as my aunt lost it. Oh my goodness, guys. Okay, we're going to do a little red. Oh, a little greenery. Let's see. Let's see what I got here. Oh, we have a little bow. We have a little bow from the Cottage Wreaths that we could pop that up in real red. So let me grab that die. Oh, very, very perfect. So we could do, oh, that would be so perfect right there in the corner. It's going to go up on dimensionals. So we can do this. We can. I just need a scrap of real red and a little bit of patience from everybody, and I appreciate that as I'm going to run this through my die cutting machine that has got moved out of its normal spot, which never was on camera anyway, so I can't say that that's what it is, but so crank, and my mini one is packed away for this event. But oh my goodness, is that cute? I'm going to do a second one because I'm going to show you how I'm going to make the tag for this little gift set. Alright, maybe the little bow will come off my cutting mat. Alright, so there's our little bow. We need a pair of scissors to cut with. Gonna stick this. Oop, that won't work. It needs to be cut like so. So we're gonna add one. I don't want any of that showing. And one over there. Let's see. Oh, perfect. Never fear. It will work out. Then that second little one, we're going to add on the gift tag. Maybe if I can get the backing off of this one. All right. So we're going to pop that little bow right there. And you see how that just stops it? But of course, the person receiving this card needs to know that that's what it's for. So let's put this away before I lose any of my dies. I'm so glad this one is in the catalog. I really am. I cannot wait to play with that again. So we're going to use that one. We have our two beautiful cards. One is an easel card. One is a regular card. And let me show you how I colored them. So this is the large one. That's me coloring. I am not the best colored person. Oh, this is the same size. And this is just some scrap cream paper that I use for my samples, but you can see the difference. This one just needed to be cut down more. This one I used a blender pen, a really old one that I tossed in the garbage because it didn't do very well, and I used the Stampin' Up! Watercolor pencils. This one, I used coloring pencils from the dollar store, and the reason being is I wanted to show you, if you wanted to give this as a gift for children, I don't think I would invest in the watercolor pencils for kids, depending upon their age. If they're old enough and they like art or something, that's totally different. So there's that. But then let's show you how I'm going to package these. So these are done. However, to package this up, I have a dozen, minus the one I just did, a dozen in here that are stamped. So you would have a sample one done. Let me stick that in the package. You would have your sample on front, all of the supplies, so the envelopes, the real red, the shaded spruce, the very vanilla. Now, you don't, of course, have to include the shaded spruce on the inside. I just thought it was really lovely. I got these little bags from the party section in the dollar store. I have quite a few of these. I use them for all kinds of stuff. So I'm going to fold this over nicely, stick it in the little loot bag. Now, let's say we're giving this to an adult. I'm going to add my colored pencils on the back side. Now, if I was doing that, I would also add a package of blender pens. And I know my packaging is old, but that is a new package, believe it or not. It's just been in my drawer. You could put a ribbon or make a topper, which I probably would make a topper for this, which apparently I need to, but there's basic packaging for it, and the darn colored pencils are too tall for my loot bag. So let's see. I can make it work. I can make it work. Especially just for a sample. You can always go through and change it up, and they have these little, these are just an idea. So let's go ahead, twist this about here. Give it a good twist. So there's our packaging. Now we're going to do our a little tag, and I wanted to do more of a note for the tag in the same colors, and I honestly got scrap pieces. So this is going on the front, and it's getting for you from, you could do handmade hugs, but I am using this for you from Layering Leaves. I put it away. I had it out the other day and I cleaned it and put it away. Maybe. I'm looking. There it is. I'm like, where are you? All right. So cleaning my room is not always the best thing. So you want to put, to so-and-so for you from I would handwrite all that. So I'm going to stamp for you in the center. Now these are 2 inches by 1 1/4 inches, and I cut them with the Elegant Tag Topper punch, that is. And I am going to put a bead of glue on the back. Slide this right here, just adding a little extra element to it. Now this is going, you could put it on dimensionals. Let's just do that. Where are the dimensionals? Went to somewhere. All right, we will use minis. I need the pokey tool. Everything is not where it should be. It just isn't. I will get used to it. It gives me much more room. I just need to get used to where I put everything. Using minis because that's what is available at the moment, and I don't want to waste any more time. But this will do the job. After all, this is, well, you could mail it, but it wouldn't be flat in any purpose because of all the stack of cardstock layered up there, and the pencils and the blender pens. And I already got something on the front. So there is. Now for the inside, I don't even have the right piece, but that will work. Let's get a pen, and I'm going to put enjoy coloring your own Christmas cards. With love. That's what I'm putting on the inside of my gift. That first card could be a sample. It could be your card. There we go. This can go, ooh, so darling, right there. We're going to do that for you. That bothers me that that's, don't know what I just got on it. But we need to do for you. I like it up there. So let's put a little bit of glue there. Now, how am I going to put this on there? I'm going to punch a hole in it. Of course I am. But I'm going to do the hole right here where you're not going to see it. And I did think of this prior to this. And let's see. Oh my gosh, I don't even have any. Oh, I don't have any. What do I want to do? We could do silver. I just need a little piece. There's a piece that's already there. So I'm going to come in like so. And I probably should have done this, but there's plenty of room here to tie it around. I would tie it with a knot, but I'm going to tie it in a bow because I got to take this apart. And there. So that is my gift idea to go with this package idea for project number 5 for the Pacific Northwest Demonstrators Bremerton, Washington event that I am hosting. So I hope you guys enjoyed the event if you attended. If not, I hope you enjoyed this video to see, just give yourself an idea of what you can do with paper and ink. I love gifts like this. I would love to receive a gift like this. I think it's a great family idea. And like I said, you could even purchase, like I got this huge package at the dollar store the same day I got, these are just colored pencils. I got this one and this one, and they were both the same price. It has some metallic pencils in there. If you were doing something with young children, I would gear towards this. If you're doing something for an adult, I would definitely do the Stampin' Up! Watercolored pencils. And a blender pen or a water painter in there. You don't even have to do the blender pens. You could just do the colored pencils. It's a beautiful gift. At least I think so, and I hope you agree. But more than anything, would you come back and visit me in my wonderland? Bye-bye for now.